Before beginning the pre-registration process, please make sure that you have all of the necessary documents and information with you. Once you begin the pre-registration process, you will have to complete it and submit it. You will not be able to return to the same application once you begin. It will not save. The documents below are required for all students. All documents must be in English. The student will need a birth certificate or passport, a deed, lease, or residency affidavit, two additional forms of proof of residency. For example, this could be a bank statement, or another example would be a utility bill. Immunization records, the universal health record form, a copy of custody papers if applicable, and if this applies, we would also need an individualized education plan, an IEP, or 504 plan if necessary. To begin the registration process, go to www.elmwoodparkschools.org and find and follow the link to begin the registration process. This is located on the right-hand side where it says Student Registration. Next, you're going to follow the link that says Access Registration Form here. Then, choose a different language if applicable. When you're ready, click on the Pre-Register a Student button. The first part of the application is student information. Be sure to complete all fields, otherwise you may not be able to move on to the next step. To begin, be sure to select the school year in which you would like to register your child. Are you looking to register for the current school year or for the next school year? Then, enter the child's name and birthday and gender as it appears on their birth certificate or passport. Then move on to the birth country, the birth city, ethnicity, race, home language, and native language. The next question asks if pictures of your child can be released to the media. This may mean pictures included on our school website and or around the school and the classroom. The next question is internet use. This will allow your student to use our internet at school. And military connected will let us know if the child has any family members that are currently in the military. For the next part of the application, you will be adding contact information. Please be sure to read the guidelines before beginning. Then, click on Add Main Contact to start. When entering the contact information, you should add the contact information for the parent or guardian where the student physically resides first. Then you should add at least one other emergency contact. Do not use all capital letters. Use the format shown below. For the phone number, enter the main residence phone number. This can be a cell phone number. All siblings enrolled in the district and living in the same residence must have the same phone number for the main number so that they are linked as a family in the system. Be sure to choose whether you want to be called, text, or both for emergency notifications. For email, enter the email address for the custodial contacts only. Be sure to select the Allow email box. This is how the district communicates most information. For additional contacts, add your emergency contacts, those who can pick up your student from school if you are not able to. If it's a joint household, the non-custodial parents' contact information and notification preferences should also be listed. Be sure to note if they are able to receive a copy of any mail sent by the district. Be sure to add any additional contacts and then click on the red Save button in the right-hand corner when you're done. The next set of questions are educational questions. Is this the first time entering school in the United States? Answer yes or no. For the next question, date that the student entered the United States, if from another country. If the student was not born in the United States, what grade did the student enter in a United States school? Is this the student's first time entering school in the Elmwood Park School District? Or perhaps were they here before? Has the student graduated high school in the United States or another country? Does the student have a current individualized educational plan, an IEP? Does the student have a current 504 plan? Has the student ever been identified as an English language learner? Perhaps the student was in an ELL, an ESL, or an ML program? What is the name of the previous school attended? If the student has not attended a prior school, please type the word none. If the student has, please enter the school name and address below. The next group of questions has to do with family. Is the student's parent or guardian a district staff member or a board member? Please answer yes or no. Who does the student live with? If living separately, should the non-custodial parent receive copies of all district mailings? Are there any custody restrictions or safety concerns for this student? If yes, a legal custody agreement must be provided. Siblings. Please provide the first and last name for each sibling who attends an Elmwood Park school. Please type none if there are no siblings in the district. The last question here says, I understand that failure to provide correct information and/or documentation may result in a later change to the student's school, grade, and/or program placement. Please be sure to answer all of the questions before moving on. For the question for grade, please select which is the anticipated grade for the student. Please note that after consideration, this may be adjusted. Next is health information. Please include the name of the medical doctor. Does the student have any allergies? Please select either yes or no. If yes, please list all known allergies. Does the student have asthma? Yes or no. Does the student have any congenital defects? Yes or no. Does the student have diabetes? Does the student have drug sensitivities? Does the student have epilepsy or convulsions? Language questions. List all languages used in the student's home. Was the first language used by the student a language other than English? Does the student speak or understand a language other than English? When interacting with others at home, for example, parents, guardians, or siblings, does the student understand or use a language other than English most of the time? When interacting with others outside the home, for example, with friends or caregivers? Does the student understand or use a language other than English most of the time? Did the student receive ELL, English Language Learner Services, in their previous school district? Special circumstances. Are there any special circumstances regarding custody or residency that exist? Please provide appropriate documentation. If there are none, please type none. Additional questions. Please follow the link to view the device agreement. Then, on the right-hand side, please agree either yes or no to the stipulations set forth in that document, including the use of electronic communication and recording device policies, the acceptable use policy, and the student pledge device use, which are all available for view on the district website as well. Your registration is not yet complete. There are two containers of documents. The one on the top that says documents and the one on the bottom that says requested documents. The one on the top is there for you. You can download any of the documents that you may need. For example, if you need a universal health form, the document is there for you to download, print, and take to the doctor for you to fill out. All of these forms are also available on the district website. Once you submit to the district, you will receive an email from noreply@epps.org requesting all of the documents. Please have all of those documents ready so as not to delay the registration process. Don't forget, once your registration has been submitted, you will receive an email from noreply@epps.org with links and instructions for uploading the requested documents. Please be on the lookout for this email. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact our registration office. The phone number is 201-796-8700 at extension 11604. If you prefer to send an email, the email address is registration@epps.org.